of you who wait to listen to it.
So we don't know Kimi Raikkonen's average from his 15-lap stint?
We very rarely know Kimi Raikkonen's average.
Oh well. 3 minutes left on the clock.
We'll have to wait another couple of weeks for that.
Yeah, that's true actually.
What a shame.
Silverstone, of course.
Yeah, Silverstone will be the next one in 2 weeks' time. Kvyat out on circuit now, and Magnussen did do an installation lap, so everybody did an installation lap. Raikkonen did 15 laps in the Alfa Romeo, Vettel did 12. He's going to end the session quickest, but yeah, not a huge amount. Andrew, what are you taking away from today?
It's really hard, Jack, isn't it? I mean, you know, the press conference between the two sessions, as we were talking about at the very beginning, Red Bull's Paul Monaghan admitted that they were struggling with the soft tyre this morning, and James Allison, the Mercedes technical director, pointed out that Red Bull had the engine turned down more than Mercedes in the first session, which Monaghan also admitted. So there's no way of comparing like for like between those two teams, and they're the two teams that we can expect to be providing a fight at the front, if there is a fight at the front involving other than Hamilton and Bottas. I mean, you have to say Hamilton's the favourite, but then he was the favourite before anything started to happen today, because he's so good around here and he's the best driver in the Mercedes, and the Mercedes is the best car. But I think beyond that, can't say very much. I mean, I suppose you could look at this session and say that Vettel being quickest is encouraging for Ferrari after they struggled so badly in the wet last weekend in Austria. But on the flip side of that, Charles Leclerc is obviously really struggling. So there seems to be some kind of disparity between the two cars there. So yeah, I'm afraid it'd be wrong to draw any conclusions from today at all.
A minute left on the clock. Verstappen coming around turn 11. Big twitch for Verstappen. 1.6 seconds slower than Vettel after the first two sectors. He's out on the full wet weather tyre. Everybody recently has been out on the inters, but I think Vettel's time, in fact, Vettel's time was set on the intermediates, wasn't it? 40 seconds left on the clock. 2/10 clear of Valtteri Bottas, Sebastian.
Yeah, I need to see what's happening with the visor. A lot of standing water on the visor. Can't see anything.
Verstappen sets a lap time now. He goes up into 7th place on the wet tyres on his first run out there. But he had quite the twitch coming through. I think it was turn 11. We're getting a replay of him now coming through the chicane where the back end almost came around on him, as we've seen so many drivers do with the full opposite, almost right, full opposite lock to keep that one together, Verstappen. And remember his save of the season in Brazil 2016, where he sort of slid sideways to the circuit, but Alex Albon across the line to complete a lap as well. But it's Vettel that ends the session quickest on a 1:40.4, 2/10 quicker than Valtteri Bottas. Sainz 3rd, Stroll 4th, Perez 5th, Gasly, Verstappen, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Leclerc, Giovinazzi, Norris and Kvyat.
I honestly feel less grip with these tyres than on the inters.
Wet tyres than on the intermediate tyres, Jenny.
Yeah, so a bit of a messy day for many of the drivers in the Formula One world, with a wet free practice 2, a dry free practice 1. Sergio Perez, he reported earlier on that he couldn't get any long runs in, so I think it'll be the likes of Racing Point who are severely down on information and data going into tomorrow. But Sebastian Vettel, as you say, Jack, leading the timesheets, but a pretty unrepresentative session like that. Jolien, for the drivers who didn't go out, didn't set a time, is that slightly remiss? Is it limited because of tyres? Why would you just not set a time at all?
Mileage on the engine, and they can use a set of intermediate tyres and get them back, so I don't think